Okay, so hello children, welcome back to the online classes which are being resumed after your first term examinations. Hope so you all are keeping well. Yes, children, today we will start with the another chapter for the second term, that is the importance of being earnest. Hopefully I have started this very chapter, but again we will start this for the term. Chapter 4, the importance of being earnest, which is in page number 44. Before beginning with the chapter, we will start to discuss about the writer of this very play. Okay, the writer, whose name is Oscar Wilde. This Oscar Wilde, he was born in Dublin. He was an Irish writer. He wrote in Irish language. His full name was Oscar Fingal O'Flaherty Wills Wilde. It's a bit tough, but you'll have to read and learn it. During his course in medicine at the Magdalen College, Oxford, he started writing poems and short stories for children. Some of his plays which he has done are Lady Windermere's Fan, A Woman of No Importance, and The Importance of Being Earnest. These are some of the very important plays which were being played and written by him. Okay, now coming towards this side, children, you will also see in the same page where we have read about the author, about the writer. Here a few hard words are there. Just go through it. You all have to learn this, as these all are very important for you all to do, which are also coming in your exams. Okay, now coming towards the chapter, towards the play, the importance of being earnest. The protagonist of the play is Jack Worthing. He has been living a double existence, that is double life. You can say maybe the life of a rich man, the life of a poor man, or the life of a happy man, the life of a sad person. By the name of Ernest, means he has kept his name Ernest. This Jack Worthing, he has kept his name Ernest, and he is living the whole life of Ernest. However, to his friends, he claims that Ernest is actually his younger brother. Claims that he tells that Ernest is his younger brother, who is a spoiled brat, spoiled person, spoiled child. One day, Jack decides to end the story. He announces that Ernest has died. And when he starts and he recites the story, there he tells that Ernest has already died. However, the same day he is startled to find out that a friend is staying at his home as his brother Ernest. Now, children, while we go through this very play, we will come to know who is playing the role, or who is leading the role of whom, and what is exactly in this very play. Starting with these characters, who is first? You see Jack Worthing. Jack Worthing is the protagonist. Who is protagonist? Protagonist is the leading character who leads the play, or the supporter of the play. Second is Cecily. Cecily is Jack's cousin, Jack Worthing's cousin. Next is Merryman. Merryman is the butler. Who is this butler? The chief manservant, the main servant of the house, who answers phone calls, who attends all the phone calls of the house, greets guests, assist in planning whatever suggestions or plans are going to happen for the house, or for anything, any planning has to be done. The main person or the person who will be assisting the people at the house will be the butler of events and dinner parties, and also this very butler will take care of the dinner parties and also serve this guests. Okay, clear who is the butler? Now next is the algernon. Algernon is their friend. Children, starting with scene 1, the living room of Manor House. Mr. Jack Worthing's cousin Cecily is in the garden. You see, Cecily is Jack's cousin. She is in the garden. Enter butler Merriman with a card on a salver. Salver is a large plate made of metal. Merriman is a butler who answers the phone calls, who takes care of everything, who introduces people, who even greets people, who invites people, or who always takes care of the people. If no one is at the house, this very butler will take care of the whole house. Okay, now his name was Merriman. Mr. Ernest Worthing is here. Mr. Ernest Worthing's Worthing is who? Who is Mr. Ernest? Mr. Ernest is Jack's cousin. You can see Jack's cousin, whom already he announces that he is dead. Worthing is here. He has come from the station, and this very Mr. Ernest was a person who was a very well-known person, who was known by the people of different countries by his different jobs, or you can say by different works what he has done. His name was Mr. Ernest. So all the people, they knew him. Now, knew him not by face only, but by the works he has done. He has come from the station. He has his luggage with him, and then there was a luggage in the hands of Mr. Ernest. Cecily, who is Jack's cousin, takes the card and reads it. Mr. Ernest Worthing beef for the Albany, Uncle Jack's brother. Did you tell him that Mr. Worthing is not in the town? Now Cecily is telling to Merriman. Did you not tell to Mr. Ernest that that Jack is not in the town? Then Merriman says, yes, miss. Yes, miss, I have told him. Okay, he is disappointed, but he has become very sad by listening that Mr. Jack is not there in the town. I mentioned that Miss Prism and you are in the garden. He is anxious to speak. Anxious, that is, he is very much excited to speak to you for a moment. Cecily says, then let him come in. In the meanwhile, you talk to the housekeeper and get a room arranged for him. Now, Cecily says to Merriman, that is the butler, that okay, while we are talking, that is while me and Mr. Ernest, we are talking together, by the time you tell to the housekeeper to get a room arranged for him, for Mr. Jack is not there in the town. He is out of the station, and in his absence we have to take proper care of his guest. Merriman, that is a butler, says, yes, miss. Okay. Enter Algernon looking very happily. He is a charming young man. Algernon raising his hat. Are you Cecily, my little cousin? Algernon is saying, are you Cecily, my little cousin? Cecily says, looking pretty offended. There is some misunderstanding. I am not little. In fact, I am usually tall for my age. I see from your card that you are Uncle Jack's brother. However, I cannot understand how you are here. You didn't inform us of your visit. Uncle Jack won't be back till Monday afternoon. Now she's saying, Cecily says that you did not inform that you are about to come, but Uncle Jack is not going to be back before Monday afternoon. Algernon, that is very that is a great disappointment. I will be leaving by the first train on Monday morning. I have a business appointment to attend. Cecily says, well, if it is a business engagement, I will not pester you, that is, I will not force you on waiting. However, I think you should wait until Uncle Jack arrives. I know that he wants to speak to you about your immigration, that is about your act of leaving own country and settling another country. Uncle Jack, he wanted to talk to you. He wants to talk to you about your immigration, about your going from one country to the other, or leaving your own country and settling to the other country. He is a bit disappointed. Okay, children, in our this very video we have completed till here. In our next video, hopefully you have understood till here. In our next video we will start and we will resume from page number, that is 45, from Algernon. Okay, thank you.